Alright, so Mando's Season 2, Chapter 12 is about to come out. It's called The Siege. The Mandalorian rejoins old allies for a new mission. Okay, so we just found out about Ahsoka Tano on Corvus, and yet it appears we're instead heading back to Navarro. Why? What is bringing us back to Navarro? And what does Mando need? Are we getting a bigger picture of how things are playing out? What are the clues? Let's see if we can lay some of them out. Let's start with Ahsoka Tano's location, Corvus. Now, Corvus is a genus of birds that includes crows and ravens. Is this location somehow related to Crow Nest from Rebels, the planet home to Clan Wren, headed by Countess Ursa Wren? Does this mean we're also going to see Sabine Wren in Chapter 13, along with Ahsoka? Second, we know that Bo-Katan is seeking to regain Mandalore and the Darksaber. Additionally, Bo-Katan stated that she is the last of her line. So, what happened to Corky? Is he dead? In hiding? Did she set him up as the ruler of Mandalore with the Darksaber, only to have Moff Gideon take the Darksaber from him? Third is Boba Fett. Why is he in this story? Will we see him again? We don't have many clues, but it seems Boba's armor is very central to this thread. Next is Carlos Esposito and his reading of the history of the Darksaber and its relation to its history in Rebels. How is this related to Tar Vizsla? I know he's the creator of the Darksaber, and that know that he was the first Mandalorian and maybe the only Mandalorian that ever became a Jedi. How is that related to Moff Gideon's desire for Baby Yoda? And why does that relate to Dr. Pershing? It seems Moff Gideon rules Mandalore, and there seems to be some confusion in the galaxy about what makes a person Mandalorian.
I was not born on Mandalore.
But you're a Mandalorian.
Mandalorian isn't a race.
It's a creed. You do not cover your face. You are not Mandalorian. He's one of them.
Dink Ferrick.
One of what?
I am Bo-Katan of Clan Kryze. I was born on Mandalore and fought in the Purge. I am the last of my line. And you are a child of the Watch.
The Watch?
Children of the Watch are a cult of religious zealots that broke away from Mandalorian society. Their goal was to reestablish the ancient way.
There is only one way. The way of the Mandalore.
Is Moff Gideon a descendant from Mandalorians? Does Moff Gideon consider himself a Mandalorian in the way that Gar Saxon did? Now let's go to the trailer. In the trailer we see the Mithril from Season 1, Episode 1. How is he important to the plot? Is it for information? What does he know and why is he important? He seems to have money and influence.
You know what? Here, you take my credits. Buy yourself a drink. Is that a bounty puck? There must be some mistake. I can get you more credits.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
It's definitely clear we are going back to Navarro. We are getting the Mithril because he has information that the Mando discovers he needs. Additionally, he may want the Mithril to pay up on earlier offers of money to set him free. I think the Mithril has information about who else is after Baby Yoda, as well as information about Dr. Pershing. Do we know for sure that the client in Season 1 worked for Moff Gideon, or did he represent a separate Imperial faction? Does that mean that Dr. Pershing and Moff Gideon have competing purposes or desires for Baby Yoda? Now, all this said, I think the ultimate question this show wants to answer is, what is a Mandalorian? Is it Din Djarin and the Watch, Bo-Katan and her generational armor, Boba Fett, the first Mandalorian we ever met? Or is it Moff Gideon, the claimant? For all of the plot developments, this will be the question this show really wants to answer. Let me know what you think below. As you're typing, I want to go over one other thing. I wish they would use full military terminology, at least give us a definition of some things, because Bo-Katan uses the term squad when there's clearly what I would consider the level of a platoon of stormtroopers on that Gazanti freighter. Typically, a squad is about 9 to 10 people, with about 2 fire teams, which are 4 or 5. And a platoon is somewhere between 30 and 50 soldiers, depending on what it has and its accompaniment. You know what? I'll just do a video on military formations so that y'all know when they use different words what they should mean, even if that's not what they mean in Star Wars. Y'all have a good one.